Jai Shri Radhe Krishna. The Srimad Bhagavad Gita is the only scripture that provides the ultimate guidance on how to live a meaningful and righteous life. It imparts profound lessons on dharma, duty, karma, action, and bhakti, devotion, offering solutions to every challenge faced by humanity. In the complexities of the modern world, the Bhagavad Gita serves as a guiding light, inspiring individuals to lead a disciplined and purposeful life. The Gita is a vast ocean of wisdom, capable of reigniting hope in those who are disheartened by life's struggles. It is a complete philosophy, and those who live by its teachings attain the highest state of wisdom and peace. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna assures Arjuna that whoever studies, listens to, and contemplates its teachings with faith, free from malice, becomes liberated from all sins and ultimately attains his divine abode. It is said that reading and listening to the Srimad Bhagavad Gita daily brings harmony to one's home, ensuring a life of prosperity, peace, and divine blessings. In today's special discussion, we will delve into the essence of the Bhagavad Gita and discover its true meaning. Knowledge, when incomplete, can be dangerous, but when understood fully, it transforms life. Therefore, absorb the teachings of the Gita completely and reflect on them daily, both in the morning and before sleeping. Doing so will bring positive changes in your thoughts and life. The eternal truths of the Bhagavad Gita. Lord Krishna declares, "O Arjuna, this world is an illusion created by me. I sustain it and I dissolve it. I know all beings of the past, present, and future, yet no one truly knows me. Just as light illuminates darkness, truth shines on its own. Therefore, one should always walk on the path of truth. Death is an inevitable reality. Since the beginning of creation, the cycle of birth and death has continued. Just as a person discards old garments and wears new ones, the soul abandons an aged body and takes on a new one. This is the eternal law of nature. A wise person neither mourns for the departed nor clings to the living, for they understand that the departed will be reborn, and the living will one day depart." Lord Krishna further states, "I reside within the hearts of all beings. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end. Among the celestial bodies, I am the sun. Among the Vedas, I am the Samaveda. Among the gods, I am Indra. Among the senses, I am the mind. I am Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. I am the ocean among water bodies, and the Himalayas among mountains. Everything you perceive in this universe is, in essence, me." The ultimate wealth, peace of mind. Lord Krishna teaches that the greatest wealth is peace of mind. The richest person is the one who has mastered the art of inner calmness. Time governs all. Instead of resisting its course, one must align with its flow, for that is destiny. Life becomes burdensome when one tries to change external circumstances instead of transforming oneself. Karma is the supreme duty. Lord Krishna advises Arjuna that no one can exist without action. A person must perform their duties without attachment to the results. Anger, he warns, is the doorway to self-destruction. It disturbs the mind and leads to actions that bring harm. A wise individual controls their anger, maintaining composure even in the face of provocation. The power of mind control. Everything we possess today once belonged to someone else, and tomorrow it will belong to another. We came into this world empty-handed and shall leave the same way. The mind, being as restless as the wind, must be disciplined. It is the mind that fuels desires, distractions, and attachments. Success is only possible when the mind is focused, free from unnecessary anxieties. An uncontrolled mind becomes one's greatest enemy, while a disciplined mind paves the way to victory. Lord Krishna also warns against excessive doubt, stating that a person who constantly doubts never finds peace. Doubt disrupts the mind, weakens relationships, and leads to confusion. True beauty lies not in external appearance, but in one's character. A pure heart is the most radiant of all. In life, it is wise to distance oneself from unnecessary entanglements. Only two entities truly know the righteousness of our actions, God and our inner conscience. Faith is essential. Without it, neither happiness nor success can be attained. Detachment, the key to liberation. Attachment is the root cause of suffering. The more one clings, the greater the pain they endure. Regret cannot alter the past, and worry cannot shape the future. True happiness lies in embracing the present moment. Lord Krishna advises, support those who support you and distance yourself from those who deceive you. Never remain where you are not valued. The teachings of the Bhagavad Gita are eternal, offering guidance to all who seek truth, wisdom, and liberation. By living in accordance with its principles, one can attain a life of harmony, fulfillment, and divine grace. Do not desire anything that diminishes your strength or makes you appear weak and foolish. Just as crops are ruined without rain, a society without values is destined for downfall. Nothing in the world changes as swiftly as human intentions. Therefore, never feel the need to justify yourself to anyone. Those who trust you require no explanation, and those who doubt you will never understand. Intelligent people remain silent, wise individuals speak at the right time, and fools argue endlessly. There is only one difference between dreams and goals. Dreams require sleep without effort, while goals demand hard work without rest. A good mindset is crucial because eyesight can be corrected, but one's perspective is harder to change. Take responsibility for shaping your own life. By doing so, you eliminate one more negative influence from the world. People who leave your side often just needed an excuse. True companions remain steadfast until their last breath. The power of karma and humility. Remember this, someone may take something from your hands, but no one can take away what is destined for you. Never be arrogant when giving to others. Who knows whether you are offering generosity or repaying a debt from a past life? Arrogance leads to downfall, as seen in the stories of Ravana, the Kauravas, and Kansa. If you wish to trust someone, observe their actions, not just their words. Life becomes easier when you learn to pause in anger and forgive in moments of conflict. Lord Krishna teaches that one who truly understands him is freed from the cycle of birth and death. The person who reads the Bhagavad Gita and applies its wisdom is liberated from the effects of past misdeeds. Mastering desires and emotions. Just as strong winds can mislead a boat, uncontrolled desires can misguide the intellect. A person who remains steady in both joy and sorrow, in honor and humiliation, is beloved by God. When a wise person distances themselves from a relationship, it often means their self-respect has been wounded. Love seeks forgiveness, while ego demands an apology. Your actions define your identity. Names are common, but deeds leave lasting impressions. Even if you do countless good deeds, people will often remember only your mistakes. Therefore, do not concern yourself with others' opinions. Betrayal is a debt that life ensures you repay in some form. A wise person focuses on their own flaws and recognizes the virtues in others. Never trust someone who frequently changes with time. Character is revealed through consistency. Time, destiny, and the path to peace. Everyone gets an opportunity to transform their life, but no one gets a second life to change the past. What is meant to happen will happen. Worrying serves no purpose. Actions performed with good intentions never go in vain. Their rewards come in due time. The greatest mistake is one from which we fail to learn. What you have today is the result of your past actions, and what you do now will shape your future. Lord Krishna assures that those who worship him with devotion receive what they lack and are protected in what they have. Understanding the right time, person, and words to speak determines one's wisdom. Inner strength and self-realization. If you ever have the chance, be meaningful to someone rather than merely self-serving. A righteous heart promotes righteousness, while a corrupt heart spreads deception. The world does not suffer because of disbelief in God, but because people fail to live by His principles. Everything happens in its time. Desiring something before its destined moment leads to sorrow. Only fools dismiss love as meaningless. In reality, love is the very foundation of the world. Distance in relationships, when balanced, strengthens bonds, while inconsistency weakens them. A person is shaped by their beliefs. They become what they think of themselves. No one receives more than their destiny or before the right time. Words should be spoken with care, for wounds inflicted by speech often never heal. Embodying the teachings of Shri Krishna. Learn to fight for righteousness, to stand against injustice, and to sacrifice for those you love. Truth is like oil in water. No matter how much falsehood surrounds it, truth always rises to the surface. Never trust those who reveal others' secrets, for they will betray yours as well. Intelligence is common, but the choice between dishonesty and integrity depends on values. Cleverness lasts for a short time, but honesty shines throughout life. Keep your financial status private. If you have wealth, people will ask for loans. If you are struggling, they may abandon you. Likewise, keep your joys and sorrows to yourself. Learn from fruits. They enhance flavor even when sprinkled with salt, while some people spread venom even when offered sweetness. Living with strength and wisdom. Never make promises when happy, give answers when angry, or make decisions when sad. A person may know the entire world but remains incomplete if they do not understand themselves. If someone rejects you, do not be disheartened. They may not recognize your worth. Remain calm. Strength lies in composure. Just as iron is strong when cool but can be molded when hot, a steady mind is resilient, while an emotional one is vulnerable. In times of crisis, 7 qualities will protect you: your knowledge, your humility, your intelligence, your courage, your good deeds, your truthfulness, your faith in God. Hardships may isolate you, but they also make you stronger. Respect those who respect you. Bowing to power alone is a sign of weakness. Believe in God with the innocence of a child. Just as a baby laughs when tossed in the air, trusting that the parent will catch them, have faith that God will never let you fall. Lord Krishna says, "Do not lose heart. When those closest to you turn away, I will stand by you. But never bow so low before anyone that they mistake your humility for weakness. People will respect you only when you learn to ignore them just as they ignore you. There is no deeper relationship than the one that makes us cry, and there is no weaker relationship than the one that leaves us crying. In difficult times, the greatest relationship is the one that stays with us. Kanha says that the one who understands emotions is truly ours, while the one who remains indifferent is a stranger. Someone who feels close despite the distance is truly ours, while someone who feels distant even when near is a stranger. A man often curses his fate, forgetting that his karma is greater than his destiny and is entirely in his own hands. A wise person learns from others' qualities rather than comparing or envying them. In this world, no one is truly sympathetic to another. Even at a funeral, one's own family members ask how long it will take. Sorrows are essential in life because they complete us. A person who experiences only happiness remains empty. Happiness alone neither makes us strong nor helps us understand both aspects of life. Parents are the only people in the world who genuinely wish for their children to be more successful than themselves. Time, friends, and relationships come to us for free, yet we realize their true value only when we lose them. Some pains in life do not let us live, and some responsibilities do not let us die. No matter how many good deeds you do, your praises will be sung only at your funeral. If you forgive someone once, you are wise. If you forgive them twice, you are soft-hearted. But if you forgive them a third time, you are the biggest fool. Time, faith, and the power of God. The most expensive thing in life is the present moment. Once it is gone, not even all the wealth in the world can bring it back. If you ask something from God and do not receive it, do not be angry. He does not give what you merely desire, but only what is truly best for you. It is essential to have someone in life who understands your emotions without the need for words. Perhaps such a person is the closest form of God. Kanha says that whoever remembers him at the moment of death attains his ultimate abode. When people speak ill of you, do not be upset. They are merely trying to give you importance. Kanha says, I am the sweet fragrance of the earth. I am the heat of the fire. I am the life of all living beings and the self-control of the sages. Just as a boat is needed to cross the ocean, truth is the only ladder to heaven. Even if we do not speak, he hears us. That is why he is called God. Even if he does not speak, we can hear him. That is called faith. Relationships are formed only with those souls who were connected to us in past lives. Otherwise, in this vast crowd, who truly knows whom? Weapons can only wound the body, but words wound the soul. Half of life's sorrows arise because we have greater expectations than life can fulfill. Let go of these expectations and you will find happiness. The battle of life and self-realization. In the battle of life, one must become both Krishna and Arjuna, guiding oneself as a charioteer and fighting one's own Mahabharata daily. Only those who work selflessly, without attachment to results, truly succeed. Ego is necessary in life when it comes to rights, character, and self-respect. Serve everyone, but expect nothing in return. Only God can truly value selfless service. Making mistakes is human nature. Accepting them is wisdom, and correcting them is true character. People change homes, relationships, and friends, yet remain unhappy because they fail to change themselves. Never doubt God's decisions. If you are suffering, it is due to your past mistakes. Kanha says, O Arjuna, why do you worry in vain? Why do you fear needlessly? Who can harm you? The soul is neither born, nor does it die. Neither does this body belong to you, nor do you belong to this body. This body is composed of the 5 elements, fire, water, air, earth, and sky, and will ultimately merge into them. But the soul is eternal. What you consider death is, in reality, a new beginning. Sorrow and hardships do not come to break a person, but to test their strength and confidence. Only those with a calm mind, steady speech, and firm actions attain the ultimate truth and freedom from suffering. Living in the present and finding true happiness. Whatever happened was for the best. Whatever is happening is for the best. Whatever will happen will also be for the best. Do not regret the past or worry about the future. Live in the present. A wise person eliminates their flaws just as a goldsmith removes impurities from silver, slowly, carefully, and repeatedly. Lord Krishna says, in this world, one moment you may be a millionaire, and the next moment you may have nothing. Free yourself from the illusions of mine and yours, small and big, self and others. Then everything will be yours, and you will belong to all. Do not depend on luck. Fortunate people may remain empty-handed, but hard-working individuals will never go unrewarded. Change your thoughts, and your thoughts will change your life. There are some paths in life where you must walk alone. No family, no friends, no companions, just you and your courage. Prioritize the most important, complete, and difficult tasks first. Whatever happens in life occurs for a reason. Either it shapes you or teaches you. If something has no purpose, people stop talking about it, let alone looking at it. Therefore, set expectations only for yourself. The journey never ends. People simply lose courage. If you want to learn how to swim, you must step into the water. No one becomes a diver by sitting on the shore. Shri Krishna says that if a person can experience great happiness by giving up a little comfort, a wise person should always strive for that greater joy. Faith nourishes you in the journey of life. Good deeds are like a home, knowledge is like daylight, and vigilance ensures security. The real danger is not from enemies but from those around you, just as a boat does not sink from the water outside, but from the water that enters inside. Health is the greatest gift, contentment is the biggest wealth, and faithfulness is the best relationship. Do not exaggerate what you have, and do not be jealous of others. A person who is envious of others loses peace of mind. The world has always sought to both praise and criticize. It has always been this way and will continue to be. Self-realization and true happiness. A person who truly loves themselves never harms others. Those who are free from disturbing thoughts attain peace. Those who boast remain confined to words, while those who smile lightly convey the most profound meanings. Bathing in water changes only clothes, but bathing in sweat changes history. It takes just a moment to mock relationships, yet we forget that life is strengthened and adorned by them. Speak your mind clearly, as decisions are made through honesty, while lies create distances. Mourning laziness weakens a person's determination. Those who achieve their goals never sleep late. Give others only as much space in your heart as they give you. Otherwise, either you will cry or they will make you cry. To succeed, believe in your hard work, for luck is tested in gambling. If you want to be respected in life, use the word you the most, we frequently, and I the least. Do not waste your energy on worries. Rather than fighting evil, focus on finding solutions. Witnessing and listening to evil is the first step toward embracing it. The power of positive thinking and karma. Your thoughts are your greatest source of inspiration. Think big and motivate yourself to win. The law of karma is simple. Do good, and good will come to you. Do bad, and bad will follow. A person who does not praise Sri Radha Krishna despite having a voice is truly unfortunate. Just as one who finds the ladder to salvation but makes no effort to climb it remains stagnant. The one who suffers today may find happiness later, but the one who causes suffering can never be truly happy. Compassion should reside in your heart. Do not be discouraged. Flowers bloom because of the rain, not the thunder. No matter how sweetly a deceitful person speaks, their words will ultimately harm you. In contrast, no matter how bitter a truthful person seems, their words will one day act as a cure. Just as a single lamp can light thousands of others without losing its brightness, sharing happiness never diminishes it. Shri Krishna's divine message. Lord Shri Krishna says, "O human, if you wish to free yourself from worldly sorrows, surrender to me. The one who does not worship me cannot attain peace, neither in this life nor in the afterlife." The Lord further declares, "The one who, out of immense devotion, shares the wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita with my devotees will attain my divine grace without a doubt. Those who propagate this sacred knowledge are dearest to me. That is why, dear friends, share the wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita with as many people as possible. Spread this divine knowledge to enlighten the world." If you enjoyed this video, write Jai Shri Radhe Krishna in the comments. For more inspirational content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to receive all updates. May Lord Shri Krishna always bless you with happiness and peace. There is neither a purpose in performing deeds nor in refraining from them. Likewise, in all living beings, actions have no relation to selfishness. The simple meaning of this is that one who has realized God has no need to engage in unnecessary actions. Why should such a person involve themselves in worldly pursuits? Those who have attained divine knowledge and understood the truth of God have a responsibility to instill a sense of duty in others through their actions, ensuring that everyone fulfills their responsibilities. A person with tamasic qualities engages in deeds driven by laziness and ignorance, while a person with rajasic qualities seeks to display bravery and courage over trivial matters. However, a wise person understands that it is their inherent qualities that drive their actions. On the other hand, those who lack wisdom believe they are the sole architects of their fate. If you truly wish to transform your life, begin by changing your mindset. Your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions define your destiny. Let go of those who choose to leave, for even if they stay today, they may be gone tomorrow. The more simple, honest, and kind-hearted you are, the more manipulative and deceitful people will try to take advantage of you. Trust, relationships, and self-worth. Everything in life can be regained, except for lost trust and relationships that fade with time. Trust only those who are truly deserving, for even the people carrying your beer will remain with you only for a few moments. Have as much faith in genuine people as you do in medicine. Though sometimes bitter, they are beneficial for you. It is wiser to distance yourself from those who never valued your presence. A great person is one who endures the suffering of others and understands the intentions behind every action. However, the more you detach yourself from unnecessary concerns, the happier you will be. Every relationship has its own boundaries, but when it comes to self-respect, no relationship is worth compromising. Mourning laziness weakens one's determination. Those who achieve success do not waste time sleeping late. Help is often forgotten when given, but its absence is always remembered. It is true that a person is often defeated by only two things: distance from their family and separation from a loved one. A foolish person not only harms themselves, but also those who try to help them. Therefore, immerse yourself in your work so deeply that you have no time for regret, sorrow, hatred, or fear. If someone betrays your trust, be grateful to them, for they teach you an invaluable lesson. Trust should always be given with caution. The power of thoughts and detachment. If you seek happiness and peace, solve your problems yourself and never let criticism overpower you. The relationships given by birth are nature's gift, but the ones we build on our own are our true wealth. Nurture them. Before judging others, first, ensure that your own perspective is unbiased and clear. Do not expose your weaknesses, as people often take advantage of them. Never forget two people in life: the one who caused you pain and the one who stood by you through it. Shri Krishna's divine teachings. Lord Shri Krishna says, "Do not lose heart when others turn away from you, for I will always be by your side. Do not bow so low before anyone that they begin to think of you as weak. People will respect you only when you learn to detach from them as they do from you. A lamp is not worthy of respect merely because it burns, but because it radiates light without being consumed by the flames of envy. Success and failure are both parts of life. Neither is permanent. Half of life's problems would be resolved if people communicated directly instead of talking about each other behind their backs. Trust someone so deeply that they feel guilty if they betray you. Love someone so sincerely that they fear losing you. It's okay if you don't know the meaning of the 4 Vedas, but if you understand the essence of these 4 words, wisdom, responsibility, loyalty, and honesty, your life will be truly meaningful. A wise person transcends both virtue and sin in this very world by renouncing them, attaining true freedom. When your intellect rises above attachment, you will detach from both worldly pleasures and suffering, attaining inner stability and peace. When a person completely abandons all desires and finds contentment within themselves, they are considered to possess a stable mind. One who remains undisturbed by sorrow, detached from material joys, and free from passion, fear, and anger, attains true wisdom. It is said that just as a tortoise withdraws its limbs, a wise person withdraws their senses from worldly temptations, achieving absolute stability of mind. You must understand when to speak, to whom, and how much. If you master this, you have already made your life meaningful. Lord Krishna teaches that if you get a chance in life, become a helper, not a selfish person. A heart filled with righteousness gives advice in alignment with virtue, while a heart filled with unrighteousness offers guidance tainted by negativity. This is why people suffer, not because they do not believe in God, but because they lack complete faith in Him. Everything in life comes at the right time. Desiring something before its time only leads to sorrow. True love is a symbol of purity and divinity. Whatever has happened was beyond your control, so why worry? Everything begins with me and ends with me. The pleasure derived from the senses is fleeting. At first, it feels like nectar, but in the end, it clouds your judgment. Lord Krishna says, "O human, you have the power to make your life meaningful, but for this, you must seek refuge in me. If you desire my help, trust in me. If things seem strange, It is because you need to change your perspective. You do not yet see the world as I do, but if you place your trust in me, you will never be disappointed. Once you trust me, I will never abandon you. I am the greatest enemy of those who betray my devotees. If someone deceives my devotee even once, I do not protect them for many lifetimes. I reside in every heart. I see the heart as a temple, and the purer the heart, the longer I dwell there. Faith, devotion, and the path to liberation. The Lord says, "Love everyone in this world, but never trust anyone completely. If you must trust, trust only in God." Whenever you embark on a new endeavor, failure may come naturally, and at times you may fall. But this should never be a reason to stop trying. A time will come when you will master your craft, and all your efforts will bear fruit. In every success and failure, I will stand by you. I will support you in both small and great deeds. Do whatever your heart desires, but with humility and simplicity, not arrogance. Your ultimate goal on this earth is to attain liberation. Only a determined and steadfast person who remains unshaken in both joy and sorrow can achieve true freedom. The one who listens to their soul can hear me and see me. The person who perceives my presence in everything is my true devotee, and I love such devotees. Nothing in this world is permanent, neither those who exist today nor those who will come in the future. I am present in every home, and my energy is equally distributed everywhere. The essence of devotion is given only to those who recognize me. Even the greatest sinner, if he worships me with true devotion, is purified. Some people connect with me through wisdom, some through knowledge, some through action, and some through yoga. The form in which you seek me is the form in which I will appear to you. Stay devoted and worship me wholeheartedly, and I promise you will always have my love. Love, relationships, and the power of truth. Those who dismiss love as foolishness do not understand its essence. Love is the foundation of the world. It is what binds all things together. Regular distances in relationships strengthen them, but irregular distances destroy them. A person is shaped by their beliefs. They become what they believe. Shri Krishna teaches, "Fight for righteousness, stand against evil, and be willing to sacrifice for your loved ones." Truth is like a drop of oil in water. No matter how much falsehood is poured over it, truth always rises to the surface. Never make promises in moments of joy, nor give answers in anger, nor make decisions in sadness. People will praise you when they need something from you and pretend to form genuine relationships. But if you mistake their behavior for sincerity, you will suffer in the future. Often, those who hurt you the most are the ones closest to you. This is one of the greatest lessons of the Bhagavad Gita. The battle of Mahabharata was not fought between strangers. It was a war within a family. Whether or not you choose to help someone is your decision, but deliberately hurting others should never be an option. If you cause someone pain, know that you will inevitably experience that same pain one day. Balance, justice, and righteous action. Excess of anything is harmful. Therefore, life should be lived with balance. If someone commits injustice against you, do not tolerate it. Tolerating injustice only enables greater wrongdoing, making you complicit in sin. A wise person must learn to resist and stand against evil. Never live your life according to the opinions of others. Always do what is right for you. Lord Shri Krishna says, "Even God does not protect those who make no effort to protect themselves." A wicked person never abandons their wickedness, no matter how much kindness you show them. Such individuals should be dealt with accordingly. The one who does not value time will never be respected by time, and such a person will never attain true happiness, peace, or success. Company, doubt, and the path to self-realization. The company we keep has a deep impact on our lives. A good person who surrounds themselves with bad influences will eventually be led astray. Always remain in the presence of good and virtuous people. Do not mistake anyone in this world as your own, except God. No one truly belongs to you, because when all worldly paths are closed, the path to God is always open. A person who constantly doubts can never find peace. They will neither attain success, wealth, nor fame in this life, nor will they reach heaven in the next. This is because as long as doubt clouds the mind, one cannot fully commit to any pursuit. O Arjun, why do you grieve? What have you lost that you mourn? What did you bring into this world that has now been taken away? What did you create that has been destroyed? Everything you have received came from this world, and whatever you have given was given to this world. What is yours today will belong to someone else tomorrow, because change is the fundamental law of the universe. Lord Shri Krishna says, Karma Yoga is the only path through which one can connect with their soul. Karma Yoga awakens self-knowledge, allowing us to not only achieve the goals of our present life, but also progress beyond it. In fact, one may even gain insight into their spiritual journey after death. In this path, God is attained through action. In the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Karma Yoga is considered the highest form of yoga. It is particularly suited for householders and those engaged in active work. Karma Yoga teaches one to work for the sake of work itself, without attachment to the results. A true Karma Yogi engages in action because they find fulfillment in it, without any ulterior motive. They do not renounce work, but instead renounce attachment to its outcomes. Such a person remains free from the sufferings of the material world, adopting the role of a giver without expecting anything in return. Because of this selfless attitude, they do not fall into the cycle of suffering. When an action is performed without expectation of reward, it becomes an act of worship. No action is separate from the divine, and selfless work is always dedicated to God. The accumulation of desires and attachments is the root cause of rebirth. A true karma yogi, detached from the results of their actions, is freed from the cycle of reincarnation. Lord Shri Krishna explains that the human mind is as restless as the wind, constantly distracted by worldly desires. If one wishes to lead a successful life, they must learn to control their mind. A disciplined mind focuses its energy, leading to success. According to the Gita, a person who masters their mind remains free from unnecessary worries and fleeting desires, easily achieving their goals. However, if left uncontrolled, the mind becomes one's greatest enemy. The divine states that one who remains calm in both joy and sorrow, whose passions, fears, and anger have been subdued, is truly enlightened. Such a person neither rejoices over gains nor despairs over losses. A sage who has conquered their senses attains true contentment and experiences the presence of God within. Anger is the gateway to destruction. When one succumbs to anger, their mind becomes clouded, leading to confusion, loss of memory, and ultimately, the downfall of their intelligence. As a result, they make poor decisions and suffer the consequences. Lord Krishna advises that no matter how intense one's anger, they must strive to remain calm and composed. Just as the vast ocean remains undisturbed despite the inflow of countless rivers, a true yogi remains steadfast in their devotion to God, unaffected by worldly pleasures or sorrows. Such a person, having renounced all desires and attachments, attains ultimate peace. Like a flame that shines in darkness, truth always prevails. Unlike falsehood, which loudly proclaims itself as truth, truth remains self-evident. No one is born great. One's actions determine their greatness. The right actions are not necessarily those that yield favorable results, but those that stem from pure intentions. The conduct of great individuals sets an example for society, guiding others toward righteousness. Those who lack faith in God never attain true happiness, peace, or success. Their intellect becomes distorted, leading them to misunderstand the world and engage in misguided actions. As a result, they suffer not only in this life, but also in the afterlife. Such individuals may be reborn into lower forms of existence or endure severe punishments in the afterworld. Lord Shri Krishna declares that a person who remains steadfast in their duties, upholding righteousness even in adversity, will ultimately attain liberation. Even if such a person dies while performing their righteous duties, their death leads to ultimate salvation. Krishna tells Arjuna, You and I have taken many births, O Arjuna. You do not remember them, but I do. Though I am eternal and imperishable, I manifest myself through my divine power whenever righteousness declines and unrighteousness rises. To protect the virtuous, to destroy evil, and to restore dharma, I appear in every age. He further explains, however people worship me, I respond to them in that very form. Whatever feelings they hold toward me, I reciprocate in the same manner. Those who worship worldly gods may attain temporary pleasures, but my true devotees, whether seeking material gains or spiritual enlightenment, ultimately find their way to me. Even those who come to me with selfish desires eventually develop detachment from the material world, deepening their love and faith in me. Worldly men often fail to see the fruits of devotion, and as a result, those lacking wisdom remain entangled in their deeds. Seeking immediate results, people turn to other deities for worship. Despite knowing that their actions hold greater significance than fate, which lies in their own hands, they continue to blame destiny. Shri Krishna teaches, whatever happened was for the good. Whatever is happening is for the good. Whatever will happen will also be for the good. Do not regret the past and do not worry about the future. Focus on the present. A true karma yogi, one who neither envies others nor desires worldly pleasures, is akin to a renunciate. Such a person effortlessly frees themselves from worldly bonds. I do not create anyone's destiny, nor do I determine the fruits of their actions. A person is not bound by their deeds, but instead experiences the consequences of their own choices, shaping their own destiny. A man is both his greatest friend and his worst enemy. A wise person, through karma yoga or bhakti yoga, crosses the ocean of worldly existence in a single lifetime and attains God. In contrast, an ignorant person, ensnared by lust, anger, greed, and attachment, continues wandering through the cycle of 8.4 million births. Lord Shri Krishna declares that attaining God requires action. No one who follows this path meets misfortune. Wherever they reside, in this world or beyond, they continue progressing towards the divine. O Arjuna, those whose intellect is clouded by Maya, who knowingly engage in sinful acts, fail to recognize me and remain trapped in suffering across lifetimes. The person who leaves their body while remembering me attains my supreme abode. There is no doubt in this. Those who worship different deities attain those deities. Those who worship ancestors reach their ancestors. Those who worship spirits attain spirits, but my devoted followers attain only me. My devotees, free from the cycle of rebirth, worship me with pure love and devotion. I lovingly accept the simplest offerings, leaves, flowers, fruits, or water, when given with a sincere heart. Lord Shri Krishna states, O Arjuna, whatever work you do, whatever food you eat, whatever rituals you perform, whatever donations you give, or any penance you undertake, offer it all to me, and I will grant you salvation. I hold no one dearer or less dear, but those who worship me with love reside in me, and I in them. Even a wicked person, if they worship me with exclusive devotion, is regarded as a saint, for they have chosen the righteous path. It does not matter whether one is a woman, a Vaishya, a Shudra, or even an outcast. Whoever takes refuge in me attains ultimate liberation. Tamasic qualities weaken us by creating inferiority, while Rajasic qualities incite jealousy and greed. Lord Shri Krishna emphasizes the importance of nurturing sattvic qualities as they connect us to the soul and teach us to love. If you cannot do good, at least do no harm. The world may be weak, but the Creator is not. Only two entities truly know the right and wrong of our lives, God and our own conscience. Surrendering to God is the greatest support, freeing one from fear, worry, and sorrow. Before seeking external knowledge, one must first understand themselves. Self-awareness is key to self-realization. Until a person recognizes their abilities, they cannot attain wisdom. Shri Krishna advises that every individual must have unwavering faith in themselves. Those who believe in themselves inevitably succeed. One ultimately becomes what they believe. Happiness and sorrow are like the changing seasons. If sorrow exists today, happiness will follow tomorrow. Therefore, in both joy and hardship, one must remain patient. Connecting with God brings peace, love, resilience, and purpose, allowing the mind to transcend pain. Those who work with full concentration and find joy even in small tasks inevitably succeed. Conversely, those who see work as a burden, merely seeking to complete it without sincerity, remain stagnant in life. Selfish individuals, concerned only with their own interests, never truly prosper. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna imparts a profound lesson. Selfishness is like dust on a mirror, obscuring one's true reflection. It distances a person from others and breeds negativity, ultimately leading to isolation. To live a fulfilling life, one must not allow selfishness to take root, for selfish friendships are fleeting and insincere. God always supports humanity. Accepting this truth transforms one's life. The divine governs the universe, and humans are merely instruments in His grand design. Therefore, one should not be burdened by worries about the past or the future. In every challenge, God provides support, guiding us through difficulties. In the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Shri Krishna advises prioritizing one's own duties before assisting others. Those who neglect their responsibilities and meddle in others' affairs often find themselves troubled. True charity comes from the heart, not merely from the hands. Some truths are best conveyed in silence rather than words. It is futile to waste time on matters beyond our control. Focus on what is within your power and leave the rest to God. It would be foolish to believe that anyone can receive more than their destiny or obtain something before its due time. However, one must always keep striving to achieve their goals. Kanha says, "Those who focus on me and worship me, I provide them with what they lack and protect what they possess." This is why it is crucial to trust God, especially in difficult times. Lord Shri Krishna teaches that no matter how tough the times may be, one should never be disturbed. Instead, one must face challenges with courage. It is a universal truth that everyone who takes birth must endure sorrow. Crying and worrying serve no purpose. Rather, they only deepen one's misery. To progress in life and establish one's identity, one must embrace transformation when necessary and not be overly concerned with societal opinions. Fulfilling one's duty is of utmost importance, and true friends play a significant role in life. Friends are tested in difficult times, just as Lord Krishna stood by the Pandavas during their hardships. Similarly, one should support their friends and choose companions who will stand by them through adversity. Life is a cycle of victories and defeats, but true success comes to those who learn from their mistakes and failures. Moving forward is essential. Disappointment and despair are not solutions. Instead, one must develop effective strategies to overcome challenges. Without a solid plan, success remains elusive. Even the Pandavas, despite their righteousness, would not have won the battle without following Shri Krishna's guidance and strategic planning. A devotee who is unable to complete their spiritual practices in one lifetime is granted birth in a pure and prosperous family to continue their devotion. O Dhananjay, apart from me, there is no other ultimate cause of this universe. I am the supreme cause. Just as pearls are strung on a thread in a necklace, the entire universe is woven into my existence. Everything originates from me, resides in me, and ultimately merges into me. This means that nothing in this world exists independently of God. The illusion, Maya, created by the three modes, Sattva, goodness, Rajas, passion, and Tamas, ignorance, is difficult to transcend. Humans become entangled in Maya, clinging to material desires and attachments. This leads them to experience fluctuating emotions, sometimes happy, sometimes sad, sometimes wise, sometimes helpless, weak, or strong. However, those who keep their focus solely on God easily overcome this illusion. Shri Krishna categorizes devotees into four types: Artha Bhakt, those who seek relief from suffering; Artharthi Bhakt, those who desire wealth; Jigyasu Bhakt, those who seek knowledge about God. Gyani Bhakt, those who worship with true wisdom and devotion. An Artha Bhakt is someone who calls upon God in times of extreme crisis, seeking only His help. A prime example is Uttara, Abhimanyu's wife. When faced with the fatal weapon of Ashwatthama, she directly prayed to Lord Krishna, without seeking any other assistance. Krishna immediately protected her unborn child, Parikshit. In contrast, Draupadi and Gajendra initially placed their trust in worldly means. Draupadi relied on Bhishma Pitama and the Pandavas, while Gajendra fought with his own strength against the crocodile for years. It was only when they surrendered completely to God that they were saved. An Artharthi Bhakt seeks wealth but desires it solely from God, not through other means. A Jigyasu Bhakt is driven by a strong yearning to understand and practice devotion, such as Uddhavji, who received divine knowledge from Lord Krishna, known as the Uddhav Gita. The Gyani Bhakt is the highest among all devotees. Immersed in divine love, they expect nothing in return. The gopis of Vrindavan exemplify this devotion, as they found happiness only in Krishna's joy. Often people question why those who do good deeds suffer, while the wicked seem to thrive. Many wonder why virtuous individuals undergo constant trials, whereas sinners appear to enjoy life freely. This leads some to believe that goodness has lost its place in the world. However, Lord Krishna reassures that righteousness always prevails in the end. The law of karma is just and unwavering. No good deed goes unrewarded, and no misdeed goes unnoticed. Temporary successes of the unrighteous are merely illusions. Those who walk the path of Dharma may face hardships, but they ultimately attain true peace and eternal bliss. If this question has ever crossed your mind, today you will find its answer. This is the same answer that is written in the Bhagwat Katha and was given by Lord Shri Krishna to Arjuna. According to the Bhagwat, whenever Arjuna faced a dilemma, he would seek guidance from Shri Krishna. One day, Arjuna approached Lord Krishna and expressed his confusion. He said, "I am troubled by a question and seek an answer from you, my Lord." Krishna asked him what the question was. Arjuna said, "I wish to know why bad things always happen to good people, while the wicked seem to enjoy life." Hearing this, Shri Krishna smiled and replied, "O Parth, things do not happen as man thinks or feels. Due to ignorance, he is unable to see the truth." Arjuna was still unable to grasp the meaning of Krishna's words. Kanha then said, "O Parth, let me tell you a story. After listening to it, you will understand that every creature receives results according to their deeds. Nature grants everyone the right to choose their own path. It provides opportunities, but it is up to the individual whether to follow the path of righteousness or unrighteousness." Beginning the story, Shri Krishna said, "In a city, there lived two men. One was a businessman who placed great importance on righteousness. He worshipped regularly, visited the temple daily, engaged in charity, and prayed to God. The other man was the complete opposite. He visited the temple not to worship, but to steal shoes and slippers left outside. He had no regard for charity or religion. Time passed, and one day, heavy rain poured down. Due to the storm, the temple was deserted except for the priest. The wicked man saw this as an opportunity. Taking advantage of the situation, he stole all the temple's money while the priest was unaware. At that moment, the righteous businessman also arrived at the temple. Unfortunately, the priest mistakenly assumed him to be the thief and raised an alarm. A crowd gathered, and the businessman was beaten mercilessly. Somehow he managed to escape, but as he stepped outside, he was hit by a car and injured. Limping his way home, he encountered the real thief, who boasted, "Today is my lucky day. I've come into a great deal of money all at once." Seeing this, the businessman felt deeply disheartened. He returned home and went straight to the temple to seek answers from God. Years later, both men passed away. When they reached the court of Yamraj, the righteous man was furious upon seeing the thief. He questioned Yamraj angrily. "I spent my entire life doing good deeds, engaging in charity, worship, and righteousness. Yet all I received was suffering and humiliation. Meanwhile, this wicked man lived happily, amassing wealth through sin. Why such injustice? Yamraj calmly replied, Son, you are mistaken. The day you met with that accident was meant to be your last, but due to your good deeds, what was destined as your death was reduced to a mere injury. And as for this sinful man, his fate originally held great fortune, but due to his misdeeds, his destiny was reduced to just a small sum of stolen money. Every action bears consequences, and justice prevails in ways unseen to human eyes. After narrating the story, Shri Krishna turned to Arjuna and said, O Parth, do you now have your answer? Arjuna nodded, understanding at last. Krishna continued, To think that God ignores your deeds is a misconception. Man often fails to recognize the form in which God grants his rewards. However, if one continues performing good deeds with sincerity, divine blessings always remain with them. Therefore, never waver in righteousness, for its rewards manifest in this very life. Shri Krishna has said in the Gita that no deed, whether good or bad, ever goes to waste. The one who engages in noble actions will never meet a tragic end. A person should live without fear, remain pure, and uphold spirituality. Life should be embraced with a generous heart, free from anger or ill will. The law of karma states that every action has a cause and an effect. Just as fire turns wood to ashes, self-knowledge burns away ignorance and grants inner peace. Have faith like a child who laughs when tossed into the air, knowing with certainty that their father will catch them. Whatever challenges come your way, surrender your life to God with unwavering trust. Those who seek rewards for their deeds worship the deities, for they receive quick success according to their actions. The four Varnas, Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra, were created by me based on qualities and deeds. Though I am the creator of the universe, I remain unattached to the outcomes of actions. Therefore, perform your duty without attachment to the results. In the past, your ancestors followed this wisdom and attained salvation. If you too seek liberation, walk the path of righteousness as they did. The one who is free from pride, detachment, and ignorance, and who remains devoted to the knowledge of God, becomes a true karma yogi. Such a soul dedicates all actions to God and sees the divine in every aspect of life. Those who spread the wisdom of the Gita are dearest to me, and they will surely attain my divine abode. Friends, I hope this story has imparted valuable lessons. Do not forget to like this video, comment Jai Shri Radhe Krishna, and subscribe to our channel for more enlightening content. May Lord Shri Krishna always keep you happy.